Yo, people, what's up? What's up, everybody? We are back again today with these powerful, great Liberian entertainers, juniors. Uh, Today we have a great topic, and this topic going to educate a lot of artists, entertainers, where we go wrong and all the good stuff. So first, we will start with my brother next to me. Introduce yourself, and we just go around the table.
Well, I'm Abraham P. D. Trench Calon. Most people refer to me as D. Trench. Um, I'm grateful for being here once more, and I look forward for a very healthy and productive conversation.
Thank you.
What's good, everyone? This your boy Dick Kent from Charlotte, North Carolina, and yes, I'm an artist, filmmaker, everything. So I'm glad to be here.
Good.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mizonic. I'm a Liberian international artist, songwriter, and producer. I'm also here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And actually, tomorrow is my birthday, guys.
Yo, happy pre.
thank you,
Happy
thank you,
pre-birthday.
thank you. And dropped an album this year. Everybody, please go check out the Love for Mama Africa 2. Dropped a Buffet music video. The song is also on the album. Just recently dropped a single called Suburbs or Ghettos. That's not on the album, but that's a good listen. And I appreciate all the love I'm getting from DJs in Liberia, Ghana, different places that's been working with me for a while. So if you're new to what I'm doing, please check me out. Mizonic Entertainment on YouTube and everywhere else.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? You already know it's your boy, Tower G, formerly known as Georgie B. Man, I mean, start by saying happy pre-birthday to you, my boy.
Thank you, man.
That's the one of the best day ever. Even though sometimes when it comes, you feel like nothing, you feel like shit, but then you want to keep moving. So just keep moving, you know. Big ups to Victor,
I want to know.
the LIB Royal son, on
Yo.
his brand new single. On that brand new firing single. The song is a gospel song,
Mhm.
but if you listen to it, on the only time you would tell it's a gospel song is when you see the artwork. Then you would say, yeah, that gospel song. But you listen to the song, you just kind of little old school traditional pastor
Mhm.
song. I just came back. I
Yeah.
mean, you did a good job.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
boss. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. I want to say happy pre to my brother. And
Thank you.
tonight, the topic here we want to talk about. Let's talk about the business side of entertainment. Um, do you have contract when people invite you, or that by the word of mouth? Let's start with the contract. How do you react to people when someone want to contact you? Do you send it to manager, or you set take it from there? Oh, don't go to the manager. Oh, and why send me to the manager? Then they come back to you. So we'll start with AB.
Maybe phone don't kick him back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen in um, social media land, Liberians in Liberia, Liberians in America, and all around the world. Foreigners watching this podcast or this talk show right now. When it comes to the business side of entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of things to consider. Um, when it comes to contract for performances, a lot of artists, Liberian artists, don't really know the proceedings around how to lobby. How to get the right, kind of concession or contracts so you
Mm-hmm.
can benefit and how to engage clients. So the first thing I want to start off with is to, you know, uh, share this knowledge with Liberian entertainers who don't know the way out. I think it's prudent for you to have uh, a management. If you don't have a management and if you think you can manage yourself, I mean, it's up to you, but it's good to have a management, someone who not necessarily a sponsor, but
Thank
could be
you.
a sponsor and a manager. But
Mhm.
if you have a manager, it helps you, to be productive, where you can discuss two heads better than one. You can discuss, and the manager can really go out there and love it. But you need to have agents. That's one of the things we artists in Liberia we forget. You have to have agents. You can have your management, but on a global scale of the global stage, when you have agents, it makes life easier. You know, people who
When you
have
say agent, can you break it down? Because some would.
agents like people who will be able to secure events for you, um,
A&R.
secure shows for you, help your managers to make sure the deal is tight. So the agents always have liaison between the artist, manager, and the organizing body of the event, or the record label, or any kind of endorsement deal like business or entity, or commercial establishment that might need your service.
Mhm.
So when you have an agent, it helps you. You can have multiple agents. You can have local agents, like in Liberia, you can have local agents to connect you with the business
Mhm.
world, people who need endorsement deals for you. Uh, Globally, you need to have agents globally also to help you on the global stage to
Mhm.
secure the right and best deal. When it comes to concession, not many artists understand the benefits of having the legal part of reviewing your contracts. Sometimes the deal might be something not in your best interest, but you might not understand what it means until you have a legal person to really, peruse the contract to give you the insight of what it is. But making money from your entertainment or from your craft or your art, it relies greatly on how you brand yourself
Mhm.
first. You have to brand yourself in a way that when you go out to lobby, to negotiate, whether you as an individual or your management, people who are talking with your management or talking with you can see the backdrop of what you've been doing. Look at your brand. If you have music, look at your music video. It has to be tight. The production has to be really clear and really good. And to convince people to give you deals, you have to know exactly how to engage, understanding what the people need. It's not all about what you need. That's one of the points I want to really stress. We the artists, we always think about, oh, this music is the music that inspired me. I love this music. I wrote this music. It's my music. I believe in my music. But you have to be really commercial artists to benefit from your craft. Being a commercial artist is different from just being an artist who have passion, who just want to write his own inspiration, his own song. You have to look at the trend, of the
Okay.
industry. Uh,
Maybe we're gonna come back around. Come back around. You got one more minute. We'll come back around.
yeah, so you have to look at the trend of the industry, and making deals. It relies greatly on your brand, your packaging, and how you're willing to listen to other people's, interests, and how you can serve the interest for them to be able to pay you what you actually deserve. So it's all about serving their interests, and then you get the returns. So we will start from there. We can have the discussion. I'll come back to give more insight.
Okay. So, the question continues. If somebody want to book you, do they come to you directly or go to a management? Or if you don't come, you don't have a management, what do you do?
If people
No,
want to
not you,
book,
Ivy.
okay, okay.
Go to the rest of the guys. The question will be between here and there. They come.
Uh, on this part of this question right here, as for me, personally, like if as an artist who have a management, you
Mhm.
know, whoever that's booking you should never, come to you directly because, you know, some people don't want to go like they should go to your management, they should talk to your management, because what I say there is like most people don't want to pay, you know, because when they go, your management is the person who like stand up there and say, okay, hey, I know my artist, or I know my, you know what I'm saying, this person that I'm dealing with, and this is what, you know what I'm saying, they should be able, you should pay them, or you know
Okay,
what I'm
well,
saying.
take out 1 minute.
Yes.
Some people don't know your manager.
Well,
So when they come
okay.
to you as an artist, you send them
If
over.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Even if they come to me as an artist, you know what I'm saying, and I have a management, I
Mm-hmm.
will direct them, I will send them directly to my management, because me and my management got that, understanding that hey, this is whoever that's coming to me on that business side, they
Mm-hmm.
should be able to talk to you directly. So if they come to me without knowing my management, I will send them directly to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I don't have a management, anybody to manage me, and I'm, managing myself, you know, so I know, so I already got everything planned, everything laid down. So if they come to me on any booking side, so I'm going to give them exactly what my price is. You know what I'm saying? So now it's up to me. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me and say, oh, hey, okay, I'm just trying to like put my foot in there. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me do this, let me do that so I can get in there. But if I know my worth, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter whether the crowd is a small crowd, I'm going to stand on that ground to make sure they respect my craft. They respect what I'm doing.
Okay. The same question go to Mix on it.
So I will try to be short and not long, Tower. I'm just teasing you, man. But listen, you know, when it comes to music, the normal order is to have a manager, to have an assistant, to have a PR person. That's the normal order. But in some cases, like myself, I have marketing people. I have people who work my different online thing. I don't have a direct manager, but I have assistants. So I have an assistant. So if somebody contacts me about booking, all I have to do is discuss it over with my assistant and tell him, look, this is what I want. This is the contract. I will send the contract to the assistant. They will forward it to the person. This is what I want. This is the security I need. This is my airline, my travel, my hotel, my meals, my transportation. This is everything I need in this particular package. If they're willing to do it, then we can move forward. So my assistant would deal with them on that level because I don't have a manager. Like I just feel like for me, I've been a manager managing artists and I know a lot more. So I can't just say somebody is my manager just because I want them to be my manager and I know more than them about the business of music. But what I do for myself, in my case, is different than a lot of artists. What I could do is use one of my assistants to kind of be a liaison between me and the person who's trying to book me in a normal order, like we said, the artist needs to have a PR person. Because for me, I have all those different people. If I need, like, if I don't feel like writing my own press release, I have people I could reach out to and say, look, this is the story. I don't feel like really writing this because sometimes, as somebody who writes and come up with ideas, even with the music thing, you get tired sometimes. Sometimes you want a fresh ear, you want a fresh idea on that particular subject you have. So
Mm-hmm.
in that case, you want to deal with somebody else who would bring a fresh new idea. Like when I make songs in the studio, I still got to send it off to my engineer to mix and master it. Is kind of similar because I'm tired listening to the stuff, tired playing with it, tired messing around with it. I have to send it off. I don't do the whole thing. I used to do it in the beginning, but you get to a point where it's like you got to focus and channel your energy on what you're great at. If you're
Mm-hmm.
creating good songs, let it be your focus and outsource the other work that other people can do. So basically, for me, I would get my assistant to talk to or email the people whatever they need to do. That's what I would do. But a regular artist coming into the business, if you don't have a manager, you better have friends and people that can really step in those places like agents or manager or consultant, assistant, PR people to help you to promote your music the right way it needs to be promoted. No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Tower, same thing comes to you. Do they come to you or go to manager, or what do you do in between?
I mean, all these great artists, great guys did the right thing. Like my man D Trench is on the speaker talking about the speaker package as a label. That's how things work. What I want to touch is you're not on the label. You're just a fresh new artist, or maybe training artist that's coming up, but you don't have the environment of manager, agent, this, that, that, this. What should you do? It's very important to have a manager. It
Mhm.
just show how professional you are. People take you more serious instead of people talking to you yourself. Imagine you label you or negotiating deals for yourself and stuff like that. Yeah, you can because you know it. If you know it, you can do it. If you can do it in that professional way that you're not stepping over the bowl, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it get intense when you give your praise and the person and that agent is telling you, oh my man, I'll pay you lower than what you trying to get. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you go to this event that they book you to and things not right. Music not right, DJs don't care about what you're doing there. So you know what I'm saying? So that's where these managers step in and clear this way for you. You the artist, all you have to do is focus on creating that music. So if I can just answer that your question, yes or no, yes, it's very important to have a manager. And I think every artist coming up, if you don't have one, try to look for one of your friends, family member that is interested into your dream. Because you cannot just go to any manager. That person has to have interest in what you are selling and love it even more than you for them to take you far. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's important to have a manager.
Okay. Let me come in before we go to the next question. Um, Having a manager is a very good thing, but a lot of artists, majority of the artists, take manager to be sponsor. They will call you, oh, I want you to be my manager. Sometimes some people call you directly. They know what you can do. You got small change, pocket change. So they say, yeah, well, I got correct, I got like a money guy. And they will call you to be a manager.
Yeah, that's the Liberian mindset.
Yeah, like very man said, that what they do. So hold on, I bring somebody. Oh, I bring somebody on. Okay. Welcome, Lawrence.
Yeah, thank you, Vito.
Yeah. So people take manager to be sponsor. So and some manager they don't even know their own role. They will fall into that trap. They added one clothes, they got to buy it. They added one, they don't buy. They killing access so that artist can look good, but they don't have nothing to explain to the artist. Our manager role is this, and I should be getting paid in the first place for your performances or whatever you're doing. They will not explain all the one. As soon as they come straight, they carry the studio, pay for the studio work. They pay for this, pay for that. They say, oh, my manager correct. And I want the manager correct. So now they did not define the role of their job. Now, if they got a manager, you get tired. And long we can't afford it. Oh, I mean, with my time, all that, yeah. I know one Liberian major artist in Liberia right now. He called his manager, live in what do you call the place in Australia. And the guy called me, he said, could you imagine? My artist has told me that our friend there in car and he on motorbike going to an interview, so it kind of shameful. So it's kind of embarrassing how everybody else in car going for that interview and he on paper or motorbike going. So he got mad and kicking. He said, no, I mean, I'm not here to run competition with other producer have car. So he let him go. So then I asked the manager, I said, did you explain all the thing to the man when you first came to you? I'm managing you. If I'm spending money on you, whether strike or due, either I get my money back or when you are successful tomorrow, I get paid. But I'm not a sponsor. And some people, you can have a manager, and the manager can have a sponsor list. He can create a whole database for those that love you, those that follow you, and create a whole sponsor list and chat with them frequently. Oh, you know, you let Jacob Paul performing, you know how he sing. That's why we came together as a team, a teamwork. But now he going to Ghana. He need transportation. He need this, and we don't have it now. What can we do? You see, everybody in our little group, 50%. Oh yeah, our artist got to go. Then they put together. So as a manager, you are not drowning. See, so most of the time we don't divide the role of manager and artist. So when it come together, they all get drowned. They all go in the same water. The entire time you go low, he was a different person now. But I mean, wasting my time. But he think he say you were the monetary for him. But anyway, Lawrence, we just come in and I want to talk to you before we go back to AB. Um, like if someone wants to engage you as an artist or entertainer, do they come to you or go to manager or you keep going back and forth? And one thing, the confusion normally come like people prefer talking to yourself. They don't get what you talk about manager they first, so now they don't come back. So throw light on that, Lawrence. We can hear
Your
you
mic is
muted.
mute.
All right, yeah, sorry. So in your example you gave, Victor, I
Uh-huh.
didn't get it. I didn't get it working. You say that again. The
I
example
got
you start giving first.
about the managerial position.
Yes.
Yeah,
What the example you give?
yeah. What I was saying, people
Mm-hmm.
they don't when you try to when an artist come to you to say management,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have a I mean contract or some explanation. He must sign a contract, he or she.
Mm-hmm.
If I manage you, I'm going to get paid.
Right.
Or when I put my money into your music,
Mm-hmm.
I will get my money back when you start shining. You know, you got to break some things down. But people just, as soon as a manager, just yeah, but man, I'll manage you. You just start going now. You just
Oh,
spending. No hay, no tape.
okay. So the first thing, we have to set the basis if I'm being the manager and the sponsor at the same time, or just the manager. We have to make that one clear. So if the artist coming to me already and telling me, I got my sponsor, I will settle my own financial obligation, then I will just play my role as a manager, who is
Mhm.
guiding the artist um, until they become successful. That is the you negotiating deal for the artist, you pushing the
So
artist
you
in and
believe
all
that
this
I don't
stuff.
come tell you say I get my own money? That's what you telling me right now?
No, I'm just
Okay,
saying, if I would serve as a manager, I need to know where the artist stand.
okay.
So we have to discuss the basis first,
Mhm.
because some of the management or the managers that I've seen, they just fall in love with the artist music, and the moment I
Mhm.
will manage you, they themselves don't even understand the role of a manager.
Mhm.
And it happens a lot in our industry, because we the educational side of the music, we forget about it. The business side, we forget about it. It's just about passion, passion, passion.
Yeah, that passion
But
thing.
but if an artist come to you, even though you have passion for his music, you want to help him, you have to go through the business aspect. And that's where most of our manager or people who aspire to become manager for these artists have to go do a course, do an online course, or maybe read an article, a serious data, read an article
Mhm.
about how to manage an artist. Because I
Yeah.
see a lot of people in our industry back home in America. They just, oh, I am manager. Or because I get an iPhone, maybe I get a car,
Mhm.
I got a nice job, so I'm your manager now. You have to make it clear. Either you're a sponsor, if you don't have the managerial idea, you're a sponsor, and then you find somebody who understands the business aspect to be the manager.
Okay.
But yeah, firstly, I would say we have to work on the basics. what I have the management skills and all the stuff, where the artist stand, pressing it. We have to discuss all that before I can take a stand.
Okay, so the
Uh,
same thing go to AB.
Yeah, I mean, everybody point is really, really helpful. That's why we want to encourage more managerial firms rather than individual managers. Because
mhm,
if you create the whole system or the framework where you have conglomeration of people who understand what managerial firm or being a manager in a managerial firm means, it's not all about just the manager, but you have publicists, you have PR, you have connection with liaison, like local liaison or agent, booking agents, either global or local. So you set the whole 9 yard. You have artist assistants. Those are all framework to look at structuring the managerial firm. And now when you become a managerial firm, is inclusive of many other experts, so people will share ideas. Now the artists, when you engage in the artist, some managerial firm will engage the artist they feel like has the potential that
Mhm.
they could push to the level where they can get residual income, the artist can get residual income, and they can all win. But sometimes the artists themselves will engage managerial firm or specific manager to help their career to reach to the level it needs to be. But now, if an artist go to managerial firm to ask for management, you have to understand that you have to come on the table with your expectations.
Mhm.
You have to present your expectations to the manager or the managerial firm, like you, the artist. What do you expect in the next 5 years, in the next 3 years? Now, the managerial firm will have to give you the timetable on if they're having an endorsement deal with you for a year or 2 years or 3 years. These are things they can do or offer you, the artist. All right. And they can make this happen in this time frame. And the entire package will be worth this value of money. So if the managerial firm is discussing with you, the artist, they say, okay, the whole package to manage you to reach to the level we need you to be, we're going to ensure that your social media presence is up to the task. We're going to ensure that you have all the major shows in the city will be booked for you to be one of the best artists to be on all the shows. We have to, make sure that we get the kind of investment opportunities to give you the best state of the art quality videos and music audio recordings. We have to do this for the marketing and the branding part of you. So they'll do all the 9 yard of all the different expense and how long it takes them to achieve those things. So it becomes a bargain. So they'll have to draft a whole contract, and you, the artist, have to peruse the contract. If you can't understand legality, you have to seek consultation from a legal mind, someone who understands contract law and who understands what are the terms that will be beneficial to you, or what are the terms that will be detrimental to you. So you can come and go back and forth with the managerial firm or the manager so that you can have an understanding, and then you both can sign the agreement moving forward. So once you have the agreement signed, then you'll know that everybody got their own part of the bargain. So if one person forfeits in the contract, there will be consequence. If this don't happen or doesn't happen, these are the things that might happen.
Mhm.
So once you understand the legality, the legal part of the whole thing, then you understand that you're on the road to succeed. But
Mhm.
now it's not all about the contract and hiring the best mind as a manager or the best managerial firm. What
Mhm.
is more important as an artist is for you to understand what it means to be an artist. A lot of artists don't understand what it means to be an artist. That's why you need to have a lot of workshops, a lot of seminars, to rejuvenate the mindset of artists, especially local artists in Liberia, to understand what it means to be an entertainer. You have to carry yourself in ways that will not compromise or jeopardize your brand, because the way you carry yourself to the public, sometimes choices you make can damage your brand. You know, It can make people see you funny. They will not be willing to pay money for your presence. That's why you have to create scarcity. So when a managerial firm sign a contract with you, it's incumbent on them to make sure they build your brand in ways that it creates scarcity around you. Because if you're not scarce, you are all over the place. People don't have the value. It's
Hey, half all this now.
uh,
Won't go chill.
yeah, I know, but I mean, it's hard for you to really benefit if people don't create that scarcity and that value. In economics, when a product is scarce, the price what will go
Goes up.
up,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know,
So AB,
and
we'll come back again to the table.
yeah.
We'll come back. And before we go, just break the good news about you on the show before we go to the next question.
Oh my God, I was not intending to bring it up here, but I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, there was an event on the 5th of December, the Root 100 honorary program. Um, The root, many people don't understand in Liberia what the root is, but it's
Mhm.
a prestigious platform for Black entertainment across America and the world. It's like Essence magazine. It's like a Black
Mhm.
entertainment magazine platform where you have mega, multi, platinum Grammy Award winners attending. Like this year, 2023, I was invited on the red carpet doing the honorary program, and I'm grateful to share the the red carpet with people like Leslie Odom, who happens to be a Grammy winner, Tony Award winner, Emmy winner. He's an actor and a musician, a
Mhm.
Hollywood actor and a musician. He has starred in several movies. He started his career since 1998, where he appeared on the Broadway, stage, and now he's a mega, celebrity in America. And I was able to share the red carpet with him, along with John Baptiste, who
Mhm.
also a multi-platinum award winner of the Grammys. Um, it was a exciting moment. I shared stage with even the um, some political gurus, like the press secretary of the United States government, the White House. She was also on the red carpet.
Wow.
Uh, a lot of prestigious people, like the chief editor of the Root herself. She was there present. So there are a lot of big things that happen.
That's good.
People like a mega comedian who was the host of the event, uh, Raw, Junior, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And I think what happens is that sometimes when you're on the right frequency, as an entertainer, you just have to meet the right people at the right time and be in the right place, and a lot of things happen for you. It's not that you're better than the others, but it's just that you understand the rules of engagement and how you lobby and how you set the right kind of stage, meeting the right people to lobby on your behalf, recommend on your behalf. And I'm grateful for all my supporters and professional team who has helped me in so many ways. Winning the Telly Award, I won the Telly Award
Wow.
2023, and I'm grateful for that opportunity. And
Congratulations.
I was also on the Root, two different interviews with the Root. I did an interview on Afrobeats, talking about the origin of Afrobeats. I also talk about how Liberia all started and the foundation of Liberia origin, and how during the abolition of slavery, uh, the free slaves that went back to the continent established the country Liberia. So I did a lot of uh, insightful, interviews with the Root. And I'm grateful for the recognition, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And it's so powerful, to be amongst, people who are, changing things around Black America. And while we're in America, and that's what we need, we Africans being in America, we need to really engage in ways to leave impact and to collaborate with people who are here as Black Americans, as we are additional Africans. We are all one people, and the unity is really powerful. And with the reach I'm at, I'm grateful for a lot of inspirational figure in my life who has helped this journey. And I'm not stopping here. I'm going for the Grammys.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm going for Oscar, Oscar
Wow.
Award. I'm going for the Emmys.
LRB,
And
stand up.
yeah, I'm not just saying it because I'm saying it. I believe it's gonna happen
Amen.
because I know what I have as an individual. I respect what I do, and it's just about believing yourself and pushing forward. And anything is possible. You just have to believe and just put yourself in the right state with the right people, and everything can change once you persist and consist. You never give up and you never stop believing. And the entertainment industry has a lot of opportunities coming, especially for Liberia. With all the buttons we're pushing,
Mhm.
it's not all about me as an individual. It's about trying to connect Black America to the root, to Africa, especially our country, as the pioneer republic on the whole continent. We need to tell the stories so that all the Black Americans can look at opportunities in Liberia to come back and invest, not just the entertainment industry, a lot of different sectors there.
Okay.
So
Eddie,
yeah,
people are
Very
asking
good.
below here. I want to say congratulations.
thank you.
How can people find you on social media so they can follow you?
Well, social media, you can go on Google and just type DETRENCH, D Trench. All my global streaming platforms there. But if you want to Google me professionally, I'm Abraham P. D Trench Calon. So I'm on LinkedIn as Abraham P. D Trench Calon. I'm a professional. I got three masters. BSc. So you can see a lot of things about me on online on LinkedIn, and I'm also on Facebook. I'm Abraham P. Calon D Trench on Facebook. I'm also D Trench on Facebook. I'm on YouTube as D Trench. Um, so you can just follow me on Instagram as D Trench official. And I'm all around, so you can go and follow me. But it's not all about me. What I'm doing, I'm trying to connect with you know the entertainment industry in America, and not just America, but America has influence over the world.
Hmm.
If you make it big in America, it's easy for the rest of the world to hear you. So while we're here, we're just trying to press the right button and push forward so that we can be heard. And every Liberian who doing the same, that's what we need to do. We need to keep pushing forward so that we can be heard, so that Liberians can be highly respected around the world for content creation. It's not just music, movie, and all of that. So
Okay.
it's just a form of motivation.
Okay.
I don't want to how to call it interrupt you. I'm very sorry, but Victor, I'm almost at my location. So if you want me to say something again, I can talk. If not, I'm
Okay.
getting
Yeah,
ready.
I'll come to you directly. The next question was that going around the table was, is
Let
it?
him go.
My
Oh,
man, hold
you,
on. For your
mhm.
safety, please. You don't need to be on the live. You're driving. Just you will come next Friday. You will come back. Just save it for your safety. Just for your safety.
Or you want to say one more thing before you go?
Of course, I gotta give a pro.
Okay.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay. One more thing before you go. Right. The question was, is it good for the manager to always travel with the artist to event?
Well, I mean, it depends on the situation. A manager has a life too, but the manager can hire like an assistant to step in when he's not available, at least to be there with the artist. If you're an artist who depends on your manager like that, you will it will be better that the manager, if he cannot step in at that particular time, to get an assistant to travel with the artist. Whether it's going out of town or like a local event, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It will be better for the manager to do that. So, um, do you have any other questions?
No, that's it. We're gonna go around the table.
Okay, yes. Basically, that's it. I mean, It was
Okay.
a nice. I'll see if I can join you back in a little bit, but I have to go take care of something right now.
All right.
So,
Thank you so much. Nice having you. So,
no,
go to Decan. Is it good to travel, manage your travel with the artists everywhere?
It's a yes, and also it's a no,
Okay.
depending on the situation and the location.
Mm-hmm.
So a manager can travel with you anywhere you go, depend on because it make the artist like easier in the environment they're into, or what I'm saying, with whoever the organizer is, right? But they also management don't have to be there. They can always set up everything, and then you just go and do your thing and get out, you know. So because the management have their own thing going on too, they have their life. They don't have to be there 24/7, but they can make sure that wherever that you go in, that the venue that you're going into, what I'm saying, is safe for you. What I'm saying, is organized as well, settled for you, and then you just go there, and do your thing and get out. Now, if you have to travel out of town, what I'm saying, or out of country, then yes, your management have to be there with you to make sure everything is straight.
Okay. All right. We'll go to Tower.
Man, as an artist perspective, role manager. Yes, you need a role manager. Are you serious? You're not gonna go in a town where you're doing your show 1 o'clock in the morning and you enter that town 11 and you gotta go maybe from what you've been doing, you're tired. You gotta go relax yourself. Your role manager will be there making the plugs in, making sure everything is right.
Mm-hmm.
Or rehearsal. Is everything going on good? Is rehearsal ready? What time is the rehearsal? You need to rest. You need to relax yourself to go and perform good for your audience, for your people, for your fans. So you need a role manager, not just that you. Your role manager does a whole lot, and every artist deserves to have a role manager. Don't travel anywhere. I don't advise any artist to travel anywhere by themselves. Role manager could also serve as security, your personal security. You know what I'm saying? Just in case something happens, somebody can be there to step in. You don't be step in for you. Maybe that artist are talking about high artist, you got beef all over the place. So you want them your one your
Yo,
one will show up.
sorry.
You do need a role manager. It's an important thing. So role manager is way different from your actual manager. That's your best buddy. Like Benji Cavalli just had a situation where a role manager passed away and
Mm.
stuff like that. I think he was who's calling him? Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. All right. So, Lawrence, what do you think?
Oh, me, well, he was right. You always need someone with you, even though it don't have to be like if your role manager is not available, your actual manager is not available, you still need your team. I feel you need somebody with you, but the importance of having someone from your management with you, especially your manager, is you you also go to these events to seek opportunities. So you're meeting other people, you're meeting other team, you're meeting other bigger artists, and you have to do that negotiation. Something that's going to benefit your career. You need your manager to be there to do those negotiation with people, probably link up with other people as well. That you can talk to as an artist, you will not walk up to other management, be like, oh, I want this, I want that, and try to negotiate for yourself. As far as doing collaboration and other stuff, you actually need your manager to be there to do that, to connect with other teams. But if the manager is not there, you also need your role manager, like himself. Like he said earlier, you need your role manager to be there. At least somebody who will coordinate between the event host and yourself.
Okay. All right. See question go to D Trench.
yeah, I mean, everybody's saying meaningful things, and I'm grateful. Um, Having your manager present all the time is beneficial because it's not just the management. The management should secure your presence wherever you go. Uh, you need to have bouncers, like people who protect you, and you have to be trained as an artist on routine if there's emergency. Because sometimes as an artist, people hate you, people want to get at you, people want to harm you. So if you just go alone and not with a management or with a team or bouncers or security or guards. It puts you at risk, you know. So it's always advantageous for you to go with a team as an artist, even if you're one artist, you know, one artist. You need to always go with a team on an event.
Abraham,
Yeah,
just I won't cut you off quick.
yeah,
You don't necessarily need you the artist that going for that event that need to take all security with you because that event you're going to it should be part of your contract that that event planner or promoters serve you a security. That's
yeah. I
not to
agree
be.
with you. I agree with you. But sometimes, you know, we are humans. People have lapses. For your own security, if you become people like, let's say, Chris Brown, if you become Chris Brown and you go in somewhere and somebody guarantee you that it will secure the event, but you went there as Chris Brown
This guy
and
right
there's a
here. What do you
breach,
mean?
yeah, and there's a breach
Um,
in that security, what becomes of you?
this
You
Daniel
become
security,
vulnerable.
this Daniel security guy.
You always have to have your own personal because that's your personal interest. They're protecting you because your brand pays them. So they
Yeah,
will do everything it takes. If it costs for their life to be on the line just to save you, the other people at the event will not do that for you. They're being paid by the organization or the entity to secure their event, not your personal body. So you have to have your personal bodyguard at all times. You have to have your bouncer. It's advantageous for you. And one of the things I want you to really understand to all Liberians listening, once you're into entertainment, uh, you know, there are a lot of advantages on events. When you go to events, most of the time you're always kept in the backstage with other, you know, performers, other artists. You kept away from the crowd. Only once in a while you see artists will sit in the audience, you know. Uh, but in the backstage too, you know, you can collaborate, you can network with people in the back end. Maybe if you backstage with people like let's say Usher Raymond, right? And you just a regular person, Usher Raymond came to Liberia to perform, and you backstage with Usher Raymond. Usher Raymond will not be backstage on his own. He has security there in backstage with him. He has a team there. If
yeah,
his manager is not there, he has someone there looking up for him. So if you want to engage Usher Raymond, even in the backstage, you're not going to go to him directly. You're going to be stopped unless you have strong recommendation or Usher Raymond himself consent to knowing you. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's always a good thing for your own security. And it comes with costs, it comes with money. That's why we're discussing the business side of entertainment. For artists to get to the wealth they need to get to, it's not all about the artist's responsibility. It's also the responsibility of the national government in any jurisdiction, in any country, to make sure they set up the framework, the infrastructure, so that artists can feel safe and they can get the benefits. Like if you have our Liberian government focus on the copyright law enforcement, focus on the CMO, the collective organization to collect royalties and benefits, you know, for artists, and you have the unions there working tirelessly to ensure that the system works where people can be able to get what they need to have to be able to pay taxes to national government. All those things grow the economy because if Liberian artists become millionaires, they'll pay taxes to national government. That's why government has a responsibility to make sure that the system works. So if government has to put in millions of dollars to ensure that the infrastructure work for the entertainment industry, they must do it because it's a revenue generation stream. And it's also a way to boost the economy by empowering the innovators, the creators of content, the intellectual property, people who write books, people who create films, people who do music. So all these things are very, very beneficial. But I mean, when it comes to management, it's also the management of the national government to understand that they should create the level playing field for every Liberian to thrive. It's not
Okay.
all about politics and politics and politics. So Liberian government, the managerial part of our own human resource, it is the responsibility of our government to make sure that this system work.
Okay.
And apart from that, the union has a major role to play in this whole campaign, in this
Oh,
whole
okay.
stuff. The
Yeah,
union has
we'll
to
come
a
to that
great,
one.
even the associations that will be created all around the world. We all have part to play in this development so that all Liberian artists can start getting wealth. And it's all about integration with technology. Because right now, if we try to do it the orthodox way, we're not going to get resolution. We need to create systems where we can integrate AI technology. Like, for example, that's how we benefit. For example, we set up a system. We engage all the stakeholders in the media, you know, industries in Liberia, radio stations, TV stations, all the CEOs and owners of those institutions. We put them on the table. We create a system. We give them machines that will be attached to their institution. Every time they play Liberian music, they have a countdown. If there are 20 Liberian songs they play in that month, they have a countdown. Every time a Liberian song is played, the algorithm will capture from the streaming of that song, and it will capture the amount that is due the artist's music that have been played. So
Okay.
when you have
AB will come by.
correspondence,
Well, I
yeah,
want for
you
to
have correspond.
stay on the
Huh?
topic. I want for to
Yeah,
say
I
we're
mean
on the
it's the
topic.
same thing, music
Yeah.
and how we can benefit, like to see the business side of the industry. The business side of the industry is not only like the artist or the
Victor,
manager of the artist.
Yeah.
It's
let,
a whole 9 yard.
Victor,
Oh,
I don't interrupt, but seriously, like when you're doing this show, just make sure everybody got time because it's not fair for one person to talk for 20 minutes and everybody just waiting. It dries the show up. Let everybody, if it's 5 minutes, let us have 5 minutes and let the show
okay.
flow.
It's gonna be 2 minutes each.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 minutes. Okay. Let me throw a little light on artists going out to sit with their manager. Is a must. Even it can be local. You sign up for that until where there is an emergency or there's some job situation that you cannot go at this time. The reason is that when when you and the artist met, the family know you. That somebody's child that you agree to manage. You can let that person child just be by themselves in California, Philadelphia by himself. Oh, I settled everything for him. No, it's not correct. If something do happen, the parent calling you, they put it this way: when the late Concebi when he died, who had the more weight? It wasn't Louis McCarthy, right? Yeah, it was Louis McCarthy, right?
Yep.
Everybody was on
Yep,
him.
you was hardly blame for that.
Yeah, how they blame? What were you? Oh, how can you be sleeping in the man? We're on us, and so other can sit down too. They can get bypass. They see what AP are talking. You got to restrain yourself to say a butt down, but some other will get bypass. So Louis did not even. I don't think he know about that Quincy going to that club. He didn't know about it, but because he was the manager, so every blame came on him. So we can't just always say, "Oh, when I started the show, he would just go." No, not like that. That's why when you charge the people the price, your own inside too. If you charge you $2,000, say my man that 2,000, we both usually 700 for our flight and hotel, everything. We still got 1,300. So you don't make the price so hard that people can hire you. Got to make the price flexible. Except you have made it where we can even can hear you again there at least way up. But always you need somebody to be with you. Number one, um, the artists have to be protected, want to go on the stage. And so artists want to go through the passing all around the stage, the passing around the whole office, see them first. Because some people can sit down, they got that signal in them. So if your manager there, you say, my
Yeah.
manager, you say about radio, you know you're not going over there now until time to perform. So
It's a level. It's a level to the shit. Excuse my language. The way you
yeah,
say it, it depends on who's the artist. You know,
I said some
upcoming
artists. You can
artists.
sit down.
If upcoming artists have that mindset from the beginning
Mhm.
of that, I don't think. You can agree to me or not. I don't think they'll go anywhere because the men want everybody to see into that place.
Yeah,
You know,
you can sit
but
down
an
one play.
artist that is already made,
Mhm.
you know, you got like Abraham said, you got to be scared. You
Mhm.
matter of fact, you're not even going to the venue till the show finish 2 o'clock. You're going to the venue 1:15. That's when you're going to the venue.
They'll give you a time when you're performing. Then you be like 10 minutes to the time to perform. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
go ahead.
So so far that said always somebody should go with that something with that people child. So my next thing is that and number one too. So they don't like embarrassment. They want smoke. They want to do that. Manager just embarrassing them. So let's talk about that part. So they want to do that own thing.
Well, let me hit that topic quick before I leave because I'm about to leave right now. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just gotta feel all right, man. You gotta make it's don't just do it over the board that you cannot go and perform. You're not in the right mindset to do your show. Because
Mm-hmm.
then you're not professional. There's it's lack of professionalism right there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into an event, nobody say you can't enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself. But no, now the social media, you know what I mean? You want girls at the backstage, you want all that thing. They got people there. You don't know who's around. People there recording. Maybe
Yeah.
you're a married artist, you go to a show and you got a tuner, you know that 1,2 hour thing and go to show. You got a tuner coming by, say that been eyeing you for a long time. You feel relaxed now, you want to enjoy yourself.
Talk
You
about
see what I'm
yourself.
saying? So you can do it, but do it so you can still be in our right mindset to go and perform. And not every artist can drink, not every artist can smoke, but every artist have some kind of habit, whether that womanizing, whether that some kind of thing that I did got that they want me to themselves feel good to be in the right state of mind to go and do their show. So yes, you already know it's your boy Tower G.
Thank you, Tyler.
Again, big ups to you, Victor, on your single, on
Oh,
that song. That song is dope. All
okay.
right.
Let me drop a new song for this for my new artists. For everybody that watching. Let me drop it real quick so we can have some fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
I don't know where you want to be on the stage where you can hear the song. I don't know much. If but for me, I can hear it. I don't know where you can hear it. So let me try it and you will hear it so that we can.
My man Lawrence, even though I'm about to go, my man, you gotta tap us in on Beat Win. What's
Yeah.
going on with Beat Win?
We'll talk about it.
I see you doing a lot. You gotta tap us in, but I gotta go. Maybe next time I'll probably call you too.
okay.
Ladies and
All right.
gentlemen, the new single. I want to see thumbs up. Love heart.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. Let's do it for our Lord Jesus Christ. Yo! Hey! Piana chapwe, piata de baye. Piana chapwe, di be, piata de baye. Mon pastor cap, vani tre pogro. Mon tikon cap, vani church yabi. Why I say me, bleni say a boy. Aba ben yoma, they say Henry ni baby, mon church yo wa. Hallelujah, amen. Biana chapwe, biata de baye. Biana chapwe di be, biata de baye. Biata ye, biata ye, biata
my man, in case copyright come for you now, because copyright will soon start coming for you too.
Oh, they can come for me. Oh, even I can. What I call this? They come for him. Okay, so people that's a new jam. It's on YouTube everywhere, and it's really picking up gradually. God is ready. You see this music. Okay, so back to the topic. Did Masonic, you wanted to say something before we go to Lawrence?
I
No,
mean,
we want interview you now. What are you doing? How are you marketing your song? How you recorded the song? What you think about? Let interview you now, Boko.
You said the whole car.
No.
I'm out, man.
You said the
you
okay.
want
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
what?
Masonic.
What
I
was
mean,
the question though? What was the question?
the question was, I don't know whether did he. Oh yeah, you answered earlier on about manager. Manager, you said yeah, all depends. You
No,
and
the question was the artists that go perform that they smoke, you know what I'm saying, smoke and drink.
yeah, and so
That's
that
what
they want the people. I said, I don't know management around. Some of them want to do that with their own pot thing. So is it good for others? Just manager, just stay. I get this.
You know, let me tell you something. It's levels in music. When you're just starting, you feel like you're free. You can go places with your friends. You can go smoke, drink. But as you start building that notoriety, people start getting to respect your music and know you and actually love you building. When you start building a fan base, like someone who doesn't know you personally, but actually heard your music and they like your music, you got to start your whole outlook has to change. You know, you can't be going, you gotta slow down on the partying, the extra partying, the drinking, the smoking, even the womanizing. Those things you got to start letting go of them little
Yeah,
bit at,
right.
because you're just gonna eventually tarnish your image, or you're gonna go to an event where a lot of people who don't like you. That's how a lot of rappers get shot. They end up going to places where people don't like them or jealous of them, and they end up shooting them at those events. They didn't have security. The manager was nowhere to be found, and they had no business being at that particular event. Like if you start getting bookings, you really got to pick where you go, because you can't just go anywhere. You gotta go to the places you're booked for, and when you go to those places, you gotta have security in place. You gotta have if your again with this manager thing, your manager is not gonna be able to be with you 24/7 every single time. However, that manager could have assistants, assistant manager, or an
Or
assistant to
road manager.
role manager. That's where the role manager comes into play, to be with you at a particular time, so you're not just out there by yourself. But in the beginning, when your music ain't nowhere, you're gonna be you will be partying left and right. But eventually you yourself will start to realize that, look, I have to make a change and stop going to every single event. I have to be scarce so people could respect my craft. And even I'll use me as an example. I stopped going to a lot of events in Charlotte long time ago. Victor. Even sometimes I call you, be like, "What's
Yeah,
going on?"
you can show all the lit. Well, the show almost go to an end. Just show face.
Yeah. Sometimes if I really feel like stepping out when the thing almost done, I show my face. But I really don't like being out there, especially because people see me now. They're like, "Yo, I saw your video. I heard your songs. You're doing good, man. Keep on pushing." And so people be like, "You still living in Charlotte?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here." A lot of people don't know I'm here. They see me shooting videos in Miami and Vegas, and they just think like my last 8, 9 videos were either in Miami or Vegas. So I'm not even shooting videos in Charlotte anymore. I did one here 2016, something like that. Killer Willie Love with that girl. And that was it. From there, nothing else. So again, your manager should coach you too into not just going anywhere. You shouldn't be showing your face.
Hey, Hamilton
And,
too.
and, and Abraham, no offense. I didn't mean any harm or anything. I just, want the whole show to flow. That's all. I want it flow. Let everybody get their 15 minutes of fame. That's
No,
it.
okay. All right.
All right.
Before this is the closing topic. Okay,
No,
everybody.
I gotta speak on that.
But
Veda,
what thing? I thought you spoke on it earlier on.
No, I haven't.
Veda,
Okay.
I'm talking.
Oh, okay. Then let's start with
I'm,
Lawrence. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
I'm telling
Let
you.
me Amy.
But let
uh,
Abraham go. Let Abraham go.
No,
yeah,
you go. No, no, you
Masonic,
go.
Masonic.
No,
I
okay.
understand
He's
what you
trying to
said.
address Masonic.
For time purposes, I mean, it's always good to allow people to really express themselves on the show. Uh, we're not being paid to be here. We all trying to add value and recommend, uh, make constructive. Do a constructive dialogue so everybody can benefit. Uh,
All right.
well, for me, what I can say about artists, most artists, they are not disciplined,
Hmm.
and that's the problem. You know, uh, you only get far in life when you exhibit the kind of discipline you need. So when you have an endorsement deal, discipline will make people terminate your contract if you're not disciplined. You know, um, and if you have managerial contract, discipline. If you're not disciplined, it will make you lose your managerial contract. So
Hmm.
everything has to be what you sign up for. When they tell you you can't go this place alone, they know the reason why they're telling you that as an artist. So respect your manager, respect your managerial firm you sign with, respect your endorsement deal contract terms. All these things will help people to recommend you for the next bigger thing that should happen. So we always need to understand that you can never reach far in life if you're not disciplined.
That's
So
right.
discipline is the strong thing we should really focus on.
Period.
And just to buttress everybody, mindset about this topic, I just want to say Liberian artists struggle with money. Liberian artists struggle with money. And the reason why Liberian artists struggle with money is not because we don't have the skill or the talent to make the money, but we don't understand the financial side of what talent is. Talent is resource, but how you apply yourself, it's all about brand. It's all about brand. Davido is not better than Jay-Zeno. Davido is not better than Takunje. Takunje was doing music before Davido was heard. But Davido is only better than Takunje and Jay-Zeno because he has struggled building brand over time. It's about brand. So it's not about how much money you have that make you successful. It's about how much brand worthiness you have that make you successful. And if we focus on that side of life, to focus on building capacity, building brand, then we will all grow to the wealth we need to see. And the Liberian community in America, in Europe, you please start to promote and support your own thing.
Hmm.
It will not get better for Liberian entertainers if we see Liberian entertainers like they're not worth our money, they're not worth our support, but we give our support to foreign national over our own thing. These people become what they are because Nigerians support their own thing. They already have the numbers. Musicians right in Ghana, in Nigeria, can become millionaires right there.
Hmm.
We have low population already, just 5.2 million people in Liberia. Why can't all Liberians all around the world
And
just focus?
how
Yeah,
get data?
I'm coming to
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Why
What was
can't
that?
we just
How
focus
get
on?
data? La Biona get data.
No, but it's not about data. It's about the willingness to support anything that comes from the country.
I know.
Ghana men will say we the best.
And you can bring
Nigerian
them.
men will compete with American. Who are we competing with? We're competing with Ghanaians. We're competing with Nigerians. But we pioneer country. We started entertainment before all the countries.
Definitely.
We have the legacy. Why we can't compete with Europe? Why we can't compete with America?
Yeah,
Why
right.
we looking up to Nigeria and Ghana? when we have all it takes to be great. Let us use our mind to think and become the best version of ourselves. You know,
And how much say they can use that data to beg? Okay, so Lawrence,
Ne-
come on.
All right, so I'll address the previous question and then I'll touch on what Abraham
Yeah.
just said. So I looked reading through the comment section. I saw a very important comment from Fidel. He
Hmm.
talked about artist development program and workshop. So I think most of the artists we have didn't go through no training, and that will I'm directing that mostly to like upcoming artists and some top artists we have. They didn't go through no training, no artist development program like we see in other countries.
No
They don't
seminar.
have, yeah, no seminar, nothing. So it's through those steps you learn a lot about being an artist. So an artist you go to an event, you know you sort of be smoking to certain level. And management also know their artists. If you're working with somebody, you know them. You know, okay, my artists don't perform well when he smoke. My artists don't perform well if you don't drink. So you know your individual that you're working with, and you know what limit they gotta be on before they perform. So that's some of the stuff you have to know about the artist, and they can go at certain level to entertain themselves before the show. To talk about what Abraham said about the support system, I think this support stuff there's lapses in it because of the war that happened in Liberia. You know, we had a 14-year civil war in Liberia, right? And I live in Liberia, and I just came to the US like 4 years ago. So I understand how the content consumption in Liberia is. We consume a lot of foreign content during those times, like 14 years or civil war. Liberian wasn't creating a lot of content back then. So we've been consuming a lot of foreign content like Nigerian, Ghanaian, all these countries are stable. So all our music, even after the war, all our music was Ghanaian music, Nigerian music, and we're talking about watching Nigerian movie. I've been watching Nigerian movie from the time I was little up to the time I came to the US, and also up to now I still watch it. So
Are you
we've been
serious?
programmed.
Bears don't watch it again.
No, I'm telling you, we've been programmed, we've been accustomed to other people culture and other people content. So to change that, it take a lot of work. You understand? To change that, like you're saying before, this go beyond just making music. This go beyond the artist. And if people been following me on my platform, these are stuff I've been talking about over and over. We have to go to the grassroots if this have to be solved. You talk about implementing system to help the industry so artists can be better, so artists can create better. If they make more money, the more better content they're going to produce and all this stuff. Where's the government when it comes to that? There's been a total cutoff wherein government support creativity in the country since the 14-year civil war coming to I don't know how many years now since that war over up to now. There hasn't been no foundational program for developing skills in Liberia when it comes to entertainment. They don't have it. So we have to go back and work on that, the grassroots level. If we can work on that, then children in school, why can't we start doing like government start promoting creative program from school level?
Like,
Let
like an
kids
art
start
school.
growing up. Yeah, let kids start growing up from school, changing the mindset. If we can start changing the mindset from the grassroots, if we can do that within 14 years from now, you will see a different Liberia. You'll see a Liberia where people will start consuming more of Liberian content. We gotta get accustomed to our own content, and we have to be reprogrammed to do that. And
Okay,
that have to
uh,
go from the grassroots.
my man, give me one minute.
go ahead, boss.
Uh,
Mhm.
I like what you said. Law.
Yeah.
I like what you said. Um, but you see, the only thing that remains constant in life is change.
Hmm.
If you keep doing the same thing over and over, and again that doesn't work, and you're not willing to make the change immediately, and now you're crazy. That's
Mm-hmm.
insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I don't want us to keep dwelling in the past and shifting blame and seeing the reason why this not happening. If anything should change,
Mm-hmm.
it's us now to change it, not 14 years from now.
All right.
It can happen in 1 to 2 years. Listen, I know what I'm saying. It can happen in
Oh,
1 to 2 years. You know how Nigerian industry changed? I was there. I witnessed how Papa Keke, Kenny Music, when he took Idris Abdul Karim and built a brand around Idris Abdul Karim. And after Idris Abdul Karim did something and media was against him because of what he did with 50 cents, Papa Keke then went for Two Face and brought him from his plantation boys and signed him. I saw what it did with Two Face. Nigerian music was not recognized globally since after Fela Kuti time, way back then. They didn't go through war, but for them to
but apparently,
transition,
not to cut you off.
I'm
Those are
coming.
different. Those, no,
I'm,
those are different. Those are different case study you bringing.
no, but
You understand?
what I'm saying is Liberia too small.
We keep making the same mistake by using other people case study to
No, no, no,
address
no,
our
no.
own
Listen,
situation.
listen. I'm a Liberian,
We I
bro.
understand, and
Wait,
I'm a
wait. Listen. Let
Liberian
me
too,
land.
and I'm a
Let me land.
Liberian too.
I'm a Liberian. I've been in the
Hmm.
industry for over 25 years. The whole hip code today that you're talking about, the whole world talking about. I'm the engine behind hip code. It's not brag. The late summertime is so rest in peace. He knows how it started. Go and ask DJ Donzo in Georgia how hip code started. Okay, but the thing
I
is,
understand. I understand.
the thing I'm
Uh-huh.
saying, we
Right.
cannot still be dwelling on past of why this can happen now and
Okay.
still look. We
All
have
right.
to take.
I understand. I understand your point now, right? I
Yeah, we
understand your
have
point.
to make
Okay.
it now. We
Who
have
do
to
you need?
change it.
Who do you need for the change to be implemented? Who do you
Who
need?
I
Do
need, who
do you need an audience to gravitate more to Liberian content, or you need an artist that the artist already? Don't get me wrong, Liberian artists already making great music, right? Our problem is that shortage of talent. Our problem is that shortage of good music. Our problem is our people are accustomed to different culture. They are accustomed to the consumption of different people music. And to
Yes.
change that, we have to go to the grassroots. That's what I'm saying. This it had nothing to do with our music, and our artists are not the issue. The issue
this the
here now is
answer.
our people.
I understand your concern, but this the answer, right?
Hmm.
That's why I made it clear earlier. The government has a major role to play in this. There's a policy that can be drafted for through the musician union of Liberia, but you have to have the right rules of engagement to condition every media house in the country that you play 95% of Liberian content. You condition through policy reform. You condition every entertainment center to prioritize Liberian content. Because if you don't have legitimacy, you don't have legality of playing Nigerian music on your radio, on your TV, or in the bar or in the club, you are infringing on the rights of those people intellectual property. You are infringing on the rights of those property. They didn't ask you to play that song in our clubs. They didn't ask you to play their song on our radio station. They didn't ask you. You're playing it illegally. So if government can come up with the policy reformation, everything will change in a year or two. You'll see everything change. It doesn't have to be 14 years. It's just about the rules of engagement, how you engage stakeholders in the national government to implement these policies that would change everything immediately. That's what matters. I
when I
understand
when
your
when I
concern.
when I made mention of it going to take because it took 14 years to create a disconnect, and I made reference to we need another 14 years to change it. It can it don't have to be 14 years to change that. Implementing the right policy, like you said, can be the foundation. So
Yes.
if the policy is implemented well, it can change things within 2 years. It can change within 6 years, 5 or 10 years. But what need to be done is we're going back to the root. We have to start it back from the root. There's
Okay.
even that it don't even have to be in our in other cultural vector. Not only in music alone. There's a lot of other sectors in Liberia where we have to go back. There's been a complete disconnect between growth. Like nobody focus on the grassroots anymore. Nobody focus on anything. All you talk about is politics, 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 and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's why this program is all about Liberia Pro Constant Quality Policy. That's how we build Liberia Entertainment Forum. So that because they are forgotten, also we got a big noise to wake up. But anyway, I would like to say thank you because
Mhm.
we are consumed a couple of time and next time, next common time. So I will go across the board to give you a final statement. What did you learn today, or what somebody said
D
that
didn't even come
encourages
in
you?
yet though.
Huh?
D didn't come in.
Who no the man sleeping already? He's sleeping.
No.
He got to go for prayer bed tonight. Okay, so what? Okay, we'll start with AB, and then we'll come around the table, then we'll close.
Well, I just want Liberians listening and watching this. Forever is too long. It's too much. It hurts me to see that as beautiful as Liberia is, people don't see our beauty because of the several years of civil unrest.
Mm-hmm.
But that is in the past. Moving forward, we should emancipate our minds from mental slavery, and we must be able to take actions now than using excuses to keep us dangling in the repeated syndrome of being crazy. Because the only thing that is going to change Liberia is innovation, is invention, is creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Every country around the world that is developing is because of the private sector. The public sector create the framework, the infrastructure, the platform for the private sector to thrive. And if we must thrive, we must believe that it's possible first. And we must be able to put our minds together in in concordance with the possibilities that this can come to fruition. Like we don't have excuse. Countries are moving forward. It's too long. If you want change in Liberia, my people, if you're a Liberian man, you're a Liberian woman, listen. If you promote your own entertainment, your
Mm-hmm.
own creators of content, you make our country to grow billions of dollars in our economy right in Liberia. Why we got small population? Why are we wasting time? Why are we always complaining? Why are we always having excuses? Why are we always having excuses? We can't be doing this for the rest of our lives. It hurts. I'm in America. I see the opportunities here, but there are even more opportunities in Liberia than in America. You don't know that.
Sure.
If you've never come America, you will not understand how much opportunities are in Liberia. Yes, Liberia is struggling, but I tell you, successful people look for struggle zones to make the most money out of it because that's where they invest the most because it has a lot of potential. There's no too much competition. In America, there's too much competition. We have a small population. Why can't we focus on the reformation of our economy by becoming productive, by industrializing the whole country? How can we industrialize the whole country when the mindset of Liberians still think that we need rice from overseas to feed ourselves? When we have land there and we can farm and make our own rice. Why are we always looking for entertainment from Nigeria and Ghana when we have potential artists, content creator right there, and we don't want to empower them to make the light shine out of Liberia? Why Liberians always have to leave Liberia to shine? That's a problem. And this is what we have to address. We are the people who are making our country to be the way it is because of our mentality. If every Liberian right now start thinking about how can I self-develop myself, how can I contribute to society to empower myself, empower my family, empower my community, Liberia will change in less than 2, 3 years because it's about the mentality. Look, you don't have to have money to make a change. You have to have the right mindset and start to take actions.
Okay. All
So
right.
I'm calling all Liberians all around the world. Nothing is impossible. If we want to be the greatest version of ourselves, it is now. It is not little. Now. Let's change it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. They can your closing statement.
Oh,
You're sleeping on us now.
nah. But anyway, I'm with AB on this one here.
Hmm.
And also Liberian, we kind of, we kind of, we need to accept our own thing, like what we do. It doesn't matter, it have to be big, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be big. We don't have to spend billions or millions or, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 behind something, in order for us to know that it's good. Because if you look, I'm gonna take it back again to Nigeria. You see how they create their contents, right? They can take cell phone and they create one content, you know what I'm saying, like less than 20 seconds, and they have like millions of views or maybe like hundreds of millions because they share it among themselves. One person see it, they share it, so another person see it, they share. That's how they do that stuff. So now I'm gonna take it back again to Liberian community, right? If I take a phone, I can have because I got two cameras, you know what I'm saying? I can take my $5,000 camera right now and go record something all day, edit it and put it out. It will have like 3 views. I can take everybody in it. But I can take like a whole 5,000 people that got my page. I can only get like one like as long as it coming from a Liberian person, you know. So we need to look at that. We need to start, you know what I'm saying, embracing our own stuff. Like I'm an actor, I'm a filmmaker, I'm an artist, and I'm always like open on my social media looking for another African person or Liberian person to be creative, to create content with them, you know. But like they will see you, they will see that you have that potential like to do something. They will stay avoid you because, you know what I'm saying, you're not there yet, or you're not like somebody else is from another country, and that's what pushing us back. If we start doing it among ourselves, you know what I'm saying, like Victor is a comedian, I got a camera. Victor need to create a content. I have a camera. Victor don't need to ask me. I can literally call Victor and say, yo, I know you're a comedian. I have a camera, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let me film it for you. And then we can put it out there. So that's how it's supposed to be. We don't have to wait for us, you know what I'm saying, like for somebody to come push us first before we can start doing it. So we need to start doing it. I don't care, go out or they create a content, push it out. You know what I'm saying? Collaborate with somebody to make content. Like that's what pushing us back. It's not like we don't have the talent. We got the talent, but we don't want to work together. That's it. I guess we need to get to working together. We need to push our own stuff. Forget about I love Nigerian music. My wife's a Nigerian, but I don't play Nigerian music in the house. Unless she play Nigerian music on her phone, or
You're a
unless we
bad
go to
boy.
a Nigerian people party.
You're a bad
Yeah.
boy.
I'm not a bad boy. I'm just like, what I'm saying, that's just me. I didn't
Okay.
grow I was born in Liberia, but I was a year and a half when I left from there. I grew up in Sierra Leone, then I went to Guinea and Ivory Coast, and I'm here. But I still consider myself as a Liberian just because I don't know the place doesn't mean that I'm not. But I'm always like pushing myself out there to make sure that I create something that say Liberian, you know.
Okay.
But we need to start working among ourselves. But
Thank you. We have Lawrence, your departing message.
Yeah, better. I, there's one thing I want to text in my departing message,
Mhm.
which is the issue of leap. And all the time, like when I my initial statement wasn't an excuse that we're gonna blame everything on the war and all those days are gone and we have
Mhm.
all the opportunity. But when you look at the leap that occurred during that time frame, it's things that you cannot recover. You understand? While we are in the bush fighting for 14 years, you had people who are already going through these different phases of life. They're going through different phases of development. They're hardening their creativity. You understand? So we took a leap. We took a 14 years leap to catch up with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a gap. And I keep talking it. There's a gap. There's a gap in everything. And we haven't addressed that yet. But we want to see change. We have to go back and address those stuff. If you follow me and those who watching have been following me, I was the first person, right, that came up in Liberia. I was in Liberia when I created a system to sell Liberian music. When we talk about you cannot make any kind of change in Liberia without innovation. Like Abraham said, innovation play a very major role. What is Liberia's standpoint on technology right now? We're not developing all the area, all the fundamental stuff that is needed for the change that Abraham is talking about to take place. We know everything and we want to see the change. It's not going to happen. When we develop that system to sell Liberian music, because of the leap, we have people who don't even understand how to use the internet. With the exception of Facebook, you'd have people who don't even know how to use it, how to navigate the internet well. So are we going back to the grassroots to teach all those stuff to make sure our children in school they are exposed to technology, so that way that we can implement all the system that is needed to showcase our innovation and all those stuff. There's a major problem, Victor. There's
Mm-hmm.
foundational problem in Liberia that we keep skipping, and until these problems can be addressed, there'll be no change.
That's right.
There'll be no change. And back to what Abraham was saying, it takes no long time to make any change in Liberia. You don't need 10 years or 15 or 20 years. If we can do the right thing to put things in place, all the other stuff will follow.
Okay.
But all we're doing right now, we identify the problem, but we're not implementing any form of solution, and that's how things is, and it keep going. So thank you for the show.
All right. Fidel, mama, you need to come on the show next time. You gotta hit. I'll hit the inbox. I'll hit my inbox. Okay, Ms. Zonic, your final message, departing message.
I think he frozen.
Ms. Zonic.
Okay, so
Yeah. Huh.
for my departing statement,
Mm-hmm.
I think, we Liberians, we have to look at doing something extra. So it's easy for an artist to say, "Oh, I'm contributing towards music. I make good songs," and that's a contribution. I'm not diminishing it. I'm not saying that it's small, but you got to go the extra mile. What am I saying here? For me personally, I've taken money out of my pocket to put Liberia's name out there. You can go on my website. I still have those press releases right now. From I think it was 2015, I started doing that. I started doing, at the time, it was like top 100 Liberian music videos. So I put those out in the US press, and I wrote the press releases, and I did it month after month. But then I started seeing that, you know, you got to take a step back too, because you see that you're doing this stuff, but people are not appreciating it. The artists are not appreciating it, and you
Exactly.
putting them on a U.S. platform. I mean, major U.S.
They're not going for it. Mm-mm.
papers and different media, how you call it, different
All
media
right.
groups, where these press releases pushing Liberian music forward. You guys can go on my website right now and pull up some of them right now. Y'all will see them. So that was one. Then I started doing playlists, Liberian music video playlist. I was doing the thing over and over, spending money with these digital marketers for them to push the playlist so we could have views on the playlist so people could see the playlist. So these are some of the things I've done. And then, of course, in the beginning, I collaborated with artists, wrote songs for artists, this, that, try to do shows with artists. and those were my contribution. But at some point, you got to say, you know what? Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe this money I'm allocating towards the Liberian music industry needs to come towards what I'm doing. Eventually, our people will get it. Another thing a lot of Liberian people do, a lot of Liberian artists specifically, we want to only focus on Liberia. Why are you focusing only on Liberia? You got a whole world of billions of people, and billions of people are music lovers. They got some people who don't love music, but you got billions of music lovers all around the world. You don't have to change your cultural sound for anybody. In the beginning, when some of us started rapping, yeah, I got I got some songs when you hear it, you're not even think I'm Liberian, because I rap all the way through. But then later on, I'm like, why am I doing all this? I rather use my own culture. Nigerian people can rap on their beats. Why can't I do the same thing?
Period.
So I started looking at those kind of things and changing my whole flow, changing every. Now I could switch it back and forth if I want to, but at the end of the day, what am I doing? I'm still promoting Liberian culture. So and I'm one of those people. I don't like showing things, but I was showing radio reports, Liberian artists who are put on radio stations in Europe, here in the States, different parts of the world. The man ain't spend 5 cents to get the money on those stations. I spend the money. Some of them started coming back. Oh, my man, you eating the royalties from my song. What royalties? When I check what that song was doing, it didn't even make $1. Some of the songs did not even make $1. And why? Because they were not even pushing their own songs the way how I was pushing it. So at the end of the day, we all got we all have to a little extra. We got to do something a little extra for Liberia, yes, but still, we can use our gift, our God-given talents to still promote Liberia in different ways. And I just say to our people, I don't know when that time will come where we really just love our thing. We want to compare ourselves with Nigerians. We can. They're in 300 million people. You can't compare yourself with 300 million people when you only 5 million, and that's give or take. We could even be only 3 million, really. So all we could do is appreciate what we're doing. Some of the DJs need to start playing our music, and some of the artists too need to start creating playlists. If
Ma-
I create a playlist, why can't you create a playlist? I got a playlist on Audio Mac, more than 200 songs. It ain't just come overnight. It took time for me to do those things. So I just say we all got to go the extra mile, and I will leave it.
Okay.
Veda, I
Yo.
want to say something quick before you go, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So we always do the comparison. Liberian people let us compare, oh, Liberian industry, Liberian music, and Ghanaian music. Liberian
You went off?
I don't think Facebook want him to say whatever he about to say.
All right. So I don't know what's happening. Lawrence, you there? Okay. We don't want to hold the show. We want to say thank you for all of you that came through today and those of you that watched here. Fidel, my man, you gotta come on the show. You're an artist too, so hit my inbox. You can come next week. But I want to say, oh, Lawrence,
yeah, Veda.
what happened? Go ahead.
They put wanted me to say this stuff. But
Oh,
what I
just
was
the one
about to
thing.
say, yeah, one thing. We always want to do comparison. But Liberia is the only country that doesn't have one music production school. You understand? We want to compare our sound, how our music sound to Nigerian music and Ghanaian music. We up to now, I put me on record for this. Liberia doesn't have one music production school that doing professional mix and mastering. They don't have that. I'm talking about going to go learn keyboard and all those stuff. Music production school, we don't have it. How many people did not get scholarship? We can get people scholarship to go learn in Morocco, in all the other countries there, but no producer have received scholarship to go in other countries to learn music production. Put me on record for that. Let anybody show receipt for or music producer in our industry that was given scholarship to go learn and improve their sound production, but who want to compete. Where sorry,
Too much.
just continue. Just
All
just
right.
just continue,
So
bro.
we're gonna come again next Friday with a lot of good people again, and I want to say thank you everyone at Washington and those are in the comment section. We appreciate you.
Victor, please, before you
Yeah.
go,
Um,
please, before you go, I just want to clear something.
um,
Liberians, please stop competing with Nigerians and Ghanaians. Please, let us stop competing. We should compete with ourselves. We should be the best version of ourselves. We can learn from other people's experiences and that's the Excel story, but we have the capacity to be the better version of ourselves. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves with Ghanaians and Nigerians.
Right.
We are unique.
Mm-hmm.
We are different. We are not in competition.
yes.
All we're trying to do is to do it right so that every Liberian artist, every Liberian entertainer can start growing to wealth. Now, the wealth creation we talk about is not all about just the artists. It's about having social security for entertainers. It's about for us to look at the judiciary system, how we can, lobby, how we can protect our own when it comes to legal issues. We
Mhm.
have to look at how to create benefits so that Liberian musician will not just be musician for a short period of time, and after the legacy goes down, nothing to show for it. All right, because you have children coming up. Will you be telling your children, I used to be this, I used to be that? Well, you got to show for it. And that's the problem. We need to create legacy, generational wealth. We need to build the system so that every entertainer can grow to this wealth so that they can be self sufficient. We need this. And
Mm.
look, I tell you for one fact, it's sad to see that we have created platforms to allow Liberian musicians to make money online. Deeper Global was the first international Liberian business to start commercializing content. Then later on, Law Wonder started his journey in Liberia. But all these things, people prefer putting their content on platforms that don't give them residual income, but they want publicity, they want promotion. They will become famous, popular, but they don't have money. It's sad. What are you doing music for? It's just for the passion, or you want to get wealth from what you do? Is it a job? Do you see it like a business, or you just see it because you're passionate to do it? And that's it's really sad. It's really sad for people to continuously see entertainment like I just want to be known for girls and for pleasure. It's sad because that's not how Ghanaians do it. That's not how Nigerians do it. That's not how Americans do it. That's not how it's
We
done.
got to enter 2024.
I'll
It's
tell
not done that way. It's a multi-billion dollar company,
let me
industry. We need to focus on how to get this wealth.
Abraham, let me just say one thing to add to what you're saying. For instance, right now, who the hottest artist that we know coming out of Liberia? Jay Zeno, right?
Mhm.
So, do you know that Jay Zeno could really become rich off of promoting other Liberian artists the same way he promoted himself? He could become rich. But let me tell you, the crab in the barrel syndrome that most Liberians carry, who will not want to elevate another person like that. It will always be like, I want to be the only person that made it to this level. And it
Yeah.
should be that way. For instance, for me, I know I can write, I know I write hit songs. Everybody now come to me like, man, you keep on doing hit music, you keep on dropping hit songs. That's my own gift. I don't have to be the artist that's jumping on stage left and right every time. But if somebody wants a hit song, they can call on me, son. Hey, my man, I got an idea for a song. Can you write a song for me? But the problem is that pride. A lot of Liberians are very proud. They don't want to. They don't want to. And even if you tell them, look, I write a song for you, I'm not even. I'm only gonna put my name on the credits, as far as like ASCAP or BMI things like that. So so I get my little residual on the back, and you give me whatever you need to give me up front. Even if you tell them that some of the guys will still not come to you. There are artists who are stage when they get on stage, bro, they make you want to dance. That's the gift. That's a gift right there. You should use your gift to help other people. That's what it's about. And when you really look at Dr. Dre and these guys in the U.S. industry, it's the same thing. Most of the ones who are really good stage performers, do you know how many artists they're grooming and helping to become stage performers like that? The people who are great producers, do you know how many artists they are producing for or writing great songs for? That's how they make their real money. Because that one time money here, one time money there is not gonna do anything. But if you do things like that, you can really create a career where you can be 50 or even 100 and still making money. So I think
Okay.
that.
Uh,
All right.
man,
Thank you,
makes
guys.
sense.
It's 2 minutes to 10 o'clock now, so we are just on time. So I'm gonna say thank you and see you
Two
guys
minutes to
next
ten
Friday.
o'clock.
Yeah.
The Baza people go to bed now.
No, no, no.
Two
2 minutes
minutes
to
to
11.
11.
To 11. Sorry. No, no, no.
Baza people go to bed now.
No, I don't only work with 2 hours a day. We come at 1 hour 30 minutes, the most 2 hours. We don't go more than 2 hours. I don't care how you drop it sweet. We're gonna come back another week. So I
All
thank you
right.
guys for coming, man, and I love y'all. Bye bye, guys.